Hey everyone, Tony George, Stock Sports Sunday Update, free play coming your way. Cardinals taking on the Raiders out here in Vegas. No, I'm not going to the game. I'm a Chiefs fan. But nonetheless, just a couple of real quick notes here. We ended up passing in NASCAR this week. The race was Saturday night. It didn't dawn upon me till late Friday with all the stuff going on. But at the end of the day, we looked at all the matchups and we just didn't like them, the ones we really liked. And those short tracks can be real tricky. So we'll wait and we'll live to fight next Sunday in NASCAR. Secondly, another top play in college football. Case yesterday, 7 units on Penn State. And as I mentioned, it was a marquee game, and everybody all week long on every show, mainstream or otherwise, gambling media in general, and I watch a lot of it. I read guys I respect. They don't influence me, but they give me a different perspective. Everybody said there was no value in that game. Well, Penn State handed Auburn the worst beating they've had at home in 10 years. I had Penn State minus 12 in power ratings. They're laying 3. That is a monster overlay, and Auburn has no offense. They don't eat. They have a quarterback that's a drop back quarterback that can't run, and then they have another quarterback that can run and can't throw. Good luck. Good luck in the SEC this year with that formula. It's not going to work for you. Penn State's a good football team. So we got it done 2-2 day with profit. We missed a total by 1 point, but I'm not overly satisfied, even though we turned a profit on the card. I'm not overly satisfied with college football. We're going to shore that up next week. But we keep hitting these top picks. 16-3 our last 19, dating back to last year. The run continues. That being said, and by the way, Mrs. George did not enjoy her trip back to Lincoln, Nebraska, as Oklahoma absolutely waxed Nebraska. I begged them just to not embarrass me. Yeah, they couldn't even do that. Nebraska's a 3-win team. Remember the first podcast this year? I said under 7.5 wins, Nebraska. That's going to be safe. I got a $500 bet on that, by the way. That's safe. They might not win 3. I don't know if they'll win a game in the Big Ten. I don't know. But that being said, and I underestimated Washington. I kind of talked about them earlier this season. Wow. 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 Michigan State's a good football team. That's impressive. That's impressive. USC might get a run for their money there. Utah and Washington. Anybody take them lightly? That Penix is something. Anyway, let's get to your free play today. Over at the website, we've got a 6-unit top play on a 3-pack. And we have a 3-pack in our separate section in player props. NFL player props today. Okay? We're hitting over 65% of them. Come on. Let's go. Make money today. Get it done. In this game here today, I like the Raiders. I do. I like the Raiders. First of all, Arizona's just beat up. They got a lot of key players missing, a lot of playmakers missing. I've never been sold on Kyler Murray. So he's fast. He can take off and run. That doesn't win you games completely in the NFL. They gave up more yards than anybody in week 1 in the NFL. That was at home. Albeit it was Kansas City, and the Vegas Raiders are not Kansas City. But they got weapons all over the field. The one thing that really impressed, 2 things here I think that are key. I think the Raiders' defense is better than advertised. And the reason I say that is they held the Chargers to, less yards than Kansas City did, and they gave them the ball 4 times. Carr had 3 picks alone. They gave the Los Angeles Chargers the ball 4 times on the road and still held them to 25 points. That's pretty impressive. You got to look at the silver linings in losses, and that's one of them. And the other thing is that the Raiders can run the football. And what, don't quote me, but I think the Arizona Cardinals gave up about a buck 25, buck 30 to Kansas City on the ground. Over 340 through the air. I just think it's too much offense for Arizona to counter. And I also would give the head coaching edge to McDaniels. And it's the home opener for LA. For Vegas, which is going to make it, that's worth a couple of points right there. This came down from 5 to 5.5. Also, if you wanted to do a teaser and you're getting on here early enough, I'd take two teams and tease them. I'd take Washington and tease them up to +6. Detroit's not going to beat anybody by more than 6, if they even beat them. And Denver should take care of business against Houston in their home opener. Tease them down to 4. Doc Sports, free $60. Link in the description below. Thumbs up, subscribe, all those good things. Have a good Sunday. Back at you on probably Monday.